Previously on Manufactio.
We have one of these machines that makes iron plates. The production sometimes can be a little bit slow. So if we go into here, this is going to unlock the reverse engineering redstone wire. Depending on how full this is, the amount of power that it gives out. So that's part of what we're going to be using as our design. The other thing, if we go in factory basic, capsules. Then what capsules that you do is they are like blueprints in Factorio, where you can copy a machine setup. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make one of these metal former blueprints up, head over to the Mushroom Island area, and we'll go through how to expand our metal press system. Hey, how's it going, and welcome back to Manufactio. In this episode, we're going to be putting into practice what we learned in the last episode. So, if this is your first time seeing this pack or this channel, take a look around, and if you like what you see, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. But, let's get back to it. I reckon we should set a blueprint for the metal press, probably about here somewhere. So, this guy here that I'm holding in my hand is the existing blueprint for the metal press. If we have a quick look here, was this one here. It's a bit of lapis, a piece of paper, conveyor belt, stone button, and a steel scaffolding will make you one of these guys. You do need to have the items that it requires. So if we now go left click, right click, it'll now charge it up and you can see it's ready to go. It's now got a position. I don't want it to go that way. Oops, I didn't want that. Not the direction I wanted at all. Let's right click again, it'll then go away. It must be left click, that's like that. I'm going to pull it back a little bit from there so we can have a load and unload area. But I'm thinking we might actually go down into the ground a little bit. Oh, a little bit area there I haven't accounted for. We're going to take this out though like that. So if you remember when we first set these up, we actually used the IE blueprints. These guys are so much easier to use. So we're going to put that probably there. No, not what I want to do. Don't know, is that going to be the right direction? Oh, look at that, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So the idea, of course, is it's made the item. And we've still got the blueprint in our inventory. The same thing, we can then create another one. What's it say for creating a new one? It is left click to charge again. So as long as you've got the items in your inventory, you can place another one down just by left clicking. We'll go along here and take out some more of this. Head down here. Now of course the reason why I'm using this blueprint at the moment is because it's easier to do. We're not going to form these guys though, because that does cause other problems from what I understand. But we'll go left click, no, it's right click of course. Right click like that, and it's placed another one. And of course, as I said before, if you make a mistake, just right click again, it goes away. All goes back into your inventory, it's great. So we're going to place that there, and now we've got two. We'll right click and left click on there to make that permanent. And now of course we've got these two guys. What I want to do is actually set up some redstone control and make another blueprint. So, I'll go in and I should have a shovel on me, and I do not, so sorry, I'm going to have to use my hand. But one of the things you can do with these, and I don't know if I've said it already, but if you place a Redstone Signal into one of these engineering blocks, you can turn the machine on and off. So if we take out a collection of stuff here, and so we can get under it. I'll probably take up all the gravel as well. Oh, look, we get the flint as well on the first try. Not that I need the flint currently. We should be good on that. I don't think mobs spawn on gravel, but we have got some stone here, so I'll have to fill that in. But if we were to stick, let's put some dirt next to these guys. So we're going to put one there and one there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stick one of these repeaters. Now I can't remember if I actually showed off how the repeaters work, or how you create them at least. If we put R here, it's just a whole bunch of cathodes, circuit plates, which are lead plates, more circuit plates, lead plates, and not hard to make. What we're going to do is we're going to grab the repeaters. Hopefully we can place the repeater that way. Nope. Top of the block maybe? So hopefully that will send a redstone signal that way. You remember how we made our red insulated wire? We're going to place one of those there, and then the other colour will go there. And the reason for that is they won't connect. So I'm going to have to probably do what I want and take out another layer. It looks like it's getting dark again. Hopefully we don't get mobbed on, because it's not great down here. We'll grab some more of that. Actually, I need to place down the capsule base. We're going to place that probably there, and that way it'll pick up all the items that are coming out of. Yep, that should be fine, I think. So we'll grab the green guy again. We'll place that there. I'm going to place another piece of dirt. Put that there. Grab the red, put it there. And at this point, we can now put in a redstone signal. So if we grab some more dirt along here, we need some proper redstone. So 1, 2, 3, like that. And then what will happen is these guys will then be able to read, at least I hope they'll be able to read, the signal off here. So if we've got, say, the signal coming into this spot, it'll get a 1 here, a 2 here, a 3 here. If we have, say, 15 of these lovely machines lying around, then we're going to end up with 15 of them running at once, if we need to run everything at once. But in most cases, we're only going to need a 1 or 2. So why do we need to run 15 if we only need 2 machines to be running? So what's going to happen, of course, is because these are only reading the 1 signal. In fact, can we test that? Let's put that there. Yep, so you can see that it's running the... You can see it's picked up on the signal. I don't know if that's taking it that way though. Yep, it has. You can see the little lights are turning on because the signal is coming up that way. That's cool. So that then is going to be sending a signal into there. Now one of the things I did ponder doing, and I might still have to do it, is actually put some redstone lamps when we get some more down here, so you can then see the signal, and the redstone lamps will actually pass the signal through. But if we now, what we're going to do next is make ourselves a new blueprint with one of these guys. They're only 3x3, but it might not actually fit. Oh, it's not going to fit. I didn't think about that. We're only getting at the bottom of them. What do we need if I go back to a capsule? If I want to make a bigger one, let's go 5x5. It's a pop chorus fruit. I do have some chorus fruit, but it's not currently here. What I might do is I'm going to quickly run... Oh, okay, we could have made it with a steel ingot. Run all the way back to the other area where the chorus fruit is stored, and I'll meet you back here in a second. Okay, so I picked them up. So we're going to upgrade this guy here to be a 5x5, and hopefully that'll pick up everything. It looks like it will. We're also going to get some of the extra concrete blocks, which I don't really want. Let's take those out. Because of course it's going to copy everything, and then in this white area, so you can see the box it's going to copy, so we want to make sure that everything above there and around the area. So everything above our capture base, there. Everything that's above our capture base here is empty because we're going to place it down. We don't want to have anything else in that area because then we're going to have resources to be able to pick that up. So we'll go around here and just clean all that up. How far does that go out? Okay, well that's actually a pretty good guess on the size. I forgot to pick up my shovel. We've got it perfect now, I think. If we grab that guy, was it? I think it's that guy, yeah. So we've now got 2 on us. We don't want the 3x3 at the moment. So we grab that guy, and I believe, so that's everything. So if we look at the white area, everything looks pretty clean. Should capture the redstone and the wire. I think it's pretty covered up there as well. So if we, I believe it's right click, activated the red empty capsule, right click again, it'll then create that, throws the blueprint in our inventory, which is not what we really want. It's now created this capsule. Taken everything, it's put it into this capsule. So in theory we could just place it down, move it somewhere else. We wouldn't need to do anything else with it. In fact, we could probably do that. We head back to here. We could then re-click back there, and you can see where it's going to place things down. We'll go, what is it? Right click. You can see it's placed everything back down, 1 block back. Looks like we actually caught everything, so that's great. We've got the redstone, we've got the repeaters. I don't have any timing on the repeaters, that's 1 tick's fine. We've got everything else, but I have made a slight mistake. So I believe if I go, right click again, there we go, so it takes it away. So we made a mistake, we can move it where we want. But if we now grab though, we need to get out of here of course, do what I'm about to do, place down our crafting table, which we so kindly grabbed, place that there. We will place this into there. We'll go back and have a look at the capsule because we're interested in the blueprint. So unlabeled blueprint takes a bit of stone, some lapis, and some paper. I had this funny feeling I didn't bring lapis. I did not bring lapis with me. I thought I was prepared, but I'm not. I don't have any stone. I've got some cobble, but I don't have anything else. So I'm going to have to make another run, and I will catch you in a moment. Okay, so should have what we need now. We've got some lapis, some paper. We've got our capsule already. I need some stone. I didn't actually craft it up. I actually had stone crafting up. I'd put it in the furnace. So I'd obviously planned on grabbing it, but then actually forgot to bring it with me. So big long run back, but oh well. And that should be everything we need. We will need to take this guy though and place it in the middle, like that, which will then make, and you'll notice when it's just an unlabeled capsule, if we just, I'll go back to that for a second. So if we go back to this guy, just in case you didn't pick it up, it's really sluggish. So if you're finding it's going really slow, it's probably because you got the wrong capsule there, because it's trying to display that, but it's actually the wrong thing. If we place that into there, it then starts going really fast again. So we take that out, that will then make us 1 capsule, or 1 blueprint. Some blocks are not supported in blueprints, ignored in blueprint. Oh. Well, that wasn't very nice. Okay, well we can still do it, it's just going to be slightly different. If you shift and then right click, you can name it. So we're going to call this the metal redstone. We'll head back down here and we'll place this guy back into position. I feel like I should actually take all of this out first. I might do that. Let's do that. We don't need this guy anymore as well because we've taken the blueprint. So we now get our middle redstone. We will left click. You can see it's now selected it, and it goes red where we can't place it. But if we place it, say, well, there. They're right there. Because it hasn't just done the... Okay, well that's fine, we can place that in. It's not a big problem. Like I said, I don't like it there. What was the button to reset it? It was... right click to undo. We're going to take it back 1. So we want to have it about there. And then we can put another one in the same way. So we'll left click. We'll then go right click. Can't merge destination as preventing it here because that guy. So then we will right click again. And now we've got 4 of them. Now if I wanted to, I could take this again and make another blueprint. But I think really this is going to be enough to cover what we need. I'm just going to jump out of here again. Because what I'm going to do is I want to make it so we've got probably 10 or so of these. I've got enough for 10. And then that will be what we do for our plates. And I just realised I should have put the belts going this way. But that's fine. I can put those in later. So that shows you how the blueprints work. What I'm going to do is put some more of these in. And I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I've built all these up. We've now got 10 metal presses, and they all have an exit, which comes out over here. We can go down here. We've got all the redstone stuff in. These are all facing the right way, hopefully. And I've also run some power. It's only LV because that's all I've got over here at the moment. I might add an MV later on once I can work out how to get it up here. Now the next thing of course we've got is we have the inputs here, but we don't have any way of getting stuff onto the belt, or onto the belt that's there. So what I've done on the other side of course is I just placed a belt. Let's grab one of those. I would just place a belt like that, which would be fine. But how do you do that and have it pass in the next one? So this is where things get a little more tricky. Because from what I've seen, the only way to actually put something onto the belt that's facing this way is with an inserter. Which is why we've got the inserters here. So if we place that way, and we'll put all 10 of them in for now. Actually, no, I might leave one off and I'll put that one in soon. And these guys can take over the belt. But what I actually want to do is I want to take them off an item router. So similar to the setup there, we'll bring things in. And then we'll take them out by minecart. So I want to try and avoid as many items on belts as possible. So what we're going to do here is we are going to use these single spot chests again. Place them along here. So these guys will take... we have 10 of those along. And then these guys will fill up with 1 item each. Not sure about the direction. I might have to change that if it's going to annoy me later on otherwise. So these guys will take off there and stick into there. And the other thing it will do is it will prevent these guys getting stuck. Because what I've seen in the past is if we have an item that requires 2 of something, it'll only take 1 off and then just get stuck there waiting for it. So having a chest means that it'll only ever take 2 out when there's 2 available. Which makes it a little bit easier to work with. Now of course with the iron plates it's 1 for 1. But if we want to copy this whole recipe, or this whole, if we're going to make a duplicate of this setup for the iron gears and various other machines, it's best to have it so that we can have it all pre-set up, ready to go. We just copy the whole thing, and we don't have to worry about what we're going to do there. So of course the next thing we're going to do is we need to grab ourselves some item routers. I'll place these along there in fact. We can potentially still place them there. We could place them under the black concrete there because then they can insert up. Quite sure why I can't do that. We'll do this here for the moment though. So of course that will then collect those up. I'm going to, for the moment, and our testing, I'm going to grab a chest, place that here. We'll grab our final inserter. It should insert into there, shouldn't it? And we grab some iron from over here, because I did pick up the iron from here. We'll just grab 64, and we'll dump that over to here. We'll place it onto there. Is that going to pick up items? Stick it in there, and it's in there. Why are you? Oh, you know what I haven't got in here? And that was a bit silly. I haven't got all the pieces that go, the plate pieces. And of course, I'm going to have to make some of those up. What are the pieces for that? So if we look up plate, these guys. Oh, easy as. We've got 32 in there. Let's grab that. Stick this into here. We can make one of these, at least one of them. If we place those into there, of course. No, we have to take those out first, and oh, we get 9. Okay, so we need 2 of those to make 10, and then we could put those into there and that into there, and take. Oh, they don't stack. That's really helpful. So we'll move some of these around, and we can then insert these into here. 1, 2, 3. We've run out, but that's fine. You'll be able to see what it's doing. So now you can see, of course, it's going to be inserting the items into there, because it will take it out of each of the chests. And it will place it into each one of those to be crafted up. Now, of course, by itself, it means that we would have 10 of these running at once. But if we were to say run this over to here a little more, let's go to about there, and we place it into an advanced bin. This is where the magic happens. We'll grab that. Of course, we're not going to be able to see what that's got in it. Take that out. So it's of course got now got 2. We'll place some more on there. And if you remember, we made up the Redstone Probe. And what this guy can do, we could potentially run it through the bottom. I might have to rearrange this at a later date, but for now, this should be fine. We should be able to run that from the bottom. And now, of course, it will read the output from that. Where did my... How did I go? Wow, I still have so much stuff on my inventory that I don't need. Avoid using white. We've got 15 other colours to use, so it's not a big problem. So go through here. It's a little lower up down than I thought it was going to be. We will grab some of our redstone wire. We will also need some connectors. We'll put there. And I think there's a power cable running. That's along that way, so that's fine. We'll run this along. In fact, we'll take out all this so it's easy to see. I know. Put down some of that. And then we can probably go straight down here. Yep. So we can then connect that guy up, and it's not electric, so it's not going to cause us problems. We will connect up from there, connect to there, and then we're going to go from there, probably directly down to here, if it can reach. which you probably can't, because it seems to get, yep. Okay, let's go from, let's put a connector there, will that connect to there? Not a problem, we can take that piece out. To there, to there, and then of course we can set this guy to be an output, and now you can see it's outputting a signal. It's not a very strong signal, it's only a power 1 currently, because that bin is only very empty. It's only got 15 in it, so currently it's only outputting a signal of 1. So that would mean that at the moment, so I thought I'd done something wrong for a second there, but let's just ignore that. So I've moved this guy along one just so it's a bit closer, and what's happening of course is that this guy will now output, because the chest or the advanced bin is a little bit full, it'll be outputting a signal of 1. This guy will take it, send it up here into the repeater, which I'm not sure if it's actually picking up just yet, because it's not a 2. Maybe. But of course that will then end up turning off this middle press. Then when it gets slightly more full, it'll output a signal of 2, which will mean this guy then gets something, and it'll go right along here until it gets up to a signal of 10. When it gets to an output of 10, all these middle presses will be off, so the only thing it's going to get is the remaining items that are left on the return belt. We should never hit a signal 15, because obviously we don't have any machines going past 10. In theory, that should mean that when we're making plates, if we've just about got a full chest already, or a full advanced bin, we're only going to turn on one of these metal presses. But if we're completely empty and we are eating through those plates, then we will be able to turn on more machines to make the demand. Now, I also had a small power problem, but hopefully we'll fix that now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until we get a little more full on here, and I'll come back and show you what's actually happened. So I'll be back. Okay, so it's been a little while. I've upgraded all the power to MV and fixed up our coal problem, which is why we were having a power problem. So as you can see here though, we've now got about 300 iron plates in the advanced bin. But you can see that this guy, is because it's now free, has triggered this piece of line and has turned the repeater on. So this guy is now disabled. I'm not quite sure why it's doing it at 3, because I would have thought that would take a signal of 2 past into the repeater, but it's fine. We know that 300 will give us the bare minimum. So from empty to 300 is where we will stop this one. And the next one, of course, with power 2, well, it hasn't triggered this one yet. But if we go up here, you can see that all the machines will now be doing stuff, although is that guy seems to have stopped. Let's grab ourselves some iron from over here. 64 should be fine. Run that over into here, and that should then distribute that amongst all the spot chests. And then of course each will always take it out. As we get closer to the next magic number, which I don't know what will be, that's 372. So it processes really fast. Not sure why these guys aren't running. Oh, because they've run out of items. Okay, that's fine. Shouldn't be too far away though, and this guy will then stall. I'm not entirely sure what exactly what number is. I've placed a lever here, so if we want to override and turn everything off, we can. So you can see that happening there. So if we just want to stop everything, that's what everything would look like when we are fully loaded. But let's just let it continue. Power 3. It's 402, 404, so it's going pretty fast. So on a day when we need a lot, it should get through them pretty quick. As you can see, the second one's now stalled as well because it's now got its redstone signal, so we're at power 4. And of course this will allow us to make a lot of plates when we need them quickly, but we won't overflow the belts when we don't need them. So if you've enjoyed this episode, please do leave a comment down below, but otherwise have a great day and see ya!